Welcome to something different this time. It is MoteMancer, a demo I saw recently on Steam. I just check the options quickly. It might be rather loud, certain aspects of this. I guess I will see, or eventually turn down the music even further or something, or the UI. I think the UI just was loud. I don't know if it was something or other of these. There's WASD, E for inventory, also I, Alt, information overlay. They have the Alt mode of Factorio, I guess. Grid. I guess this is a hex grid game. Rotate R, research T. That is literally the Factorio keys. I don't know what the mana flare is. I have to investigate that in the game. Anyway, let's just start. I'm not sure what will happen now. So there's a dialogue, it seems, or is this just the loading screen? I had to click to do something. Motes in their raw form are fleeting whispers of the elements. Through alchemy, we refine and fuse their essence into useful reagents. Interesting, so there are all kinds of colors. You can see the hexagon outline below there. Okay. Clicking there basically made this text change. I don't know if the same would happen here, probably. Salt provides foundation and stability, ground from the persistent elements shadow, water and earth. So I guess those are the three things. Ether. Is it ether or aether? I don't know. Guides the flow of energy and power and is drawn from the energetic elements, life, fire and air. So I guess life is the opposite of shadow for some reason. What if I want to have a life in the shadows? Anyway. Through alchemical binding, motes find form, joined with their partnered reagents to weave a stable scaffold upon which true artifice begins. Still studying, a good habit for an alchemist. I wonder when the game will start. WASD. Good, that works. Zoom. I see. There's a dialogue option, but I will click here. It says inventory and it's empty. Can I click on this book thing? Okay, that's just my inventory. If I just click on that, I get the inventory, even though I would have expected to get some interface. There are some things that apparently are not powered. There are some holes in the ground that might as well be some kind of mine. I would say purple is death or shadow, and that green over there is life. I wonder if I can interact with these things. Simple chest. Simple gripper. I wonder what these things are. It would be nice if it showed some kind of tooltip overlay. Anyway. I'm pressing Alt alternatingly, and you can see there is a little yellow hexagon or two little hexagons that appear if I toggle the Alt. Anyway, there's a person. There's always more to master, but clarity follows intent. The structures lie dormant, their power spent. Yeah, and then that symbol. I don't know how to translate that symbol in that sentence. Let's put your craft to use. Cast a mana flare to restore them. Watch closely, study their function. When you understand, gather the reagents from the chest and bring them to me. Interesting. Anyway, let's... I guess space was the... Yeah, well, I don't know why any kind of game that I load up in English always shows the German words for the keyboard keys. It's still a bit annoying. I don't know if there's a thing to change that somewhere. Anyway. Need to hold. And apparently... now it has power, but do I want to clear the spell? Let me see if there are actual chests somewhere. This is a grindstone. I think I'll just turn down my own volume for me, because for me it's quite loud. I think for you my voice sounds louder than the game. So there's quite a lot of stuff. There's ether coming from nothing or whatever, I don't know. Is that just produced? Drawn from life, fire or air modes? And salt is water, earth and shadow. I don't know if I will ever remember those things. And then we have salt and... oh yes, salt prism made from salt and ether. And then we have more combinations. There's the pedestal. Structure research. Is that for researching? Holds a single item at a time. Multi-purpose. I don't really know what I can do with that. Infusion altar uses the pedestal and salt prisms, and then there's the grindstone. Motes into essential, refines motes into essential reagents, shaping their potential. And the infusion altar fuses reagents to further your understanding of their potential. I wonder if that does the research. I'll just click a few things and try to see if anything happens. There's a simple collector. Mode of shadow. Mode of life. Okay, these are life and shadow nodes. Or whatever. And there's the chest. I wouldn't have remembered that. I guess I need to power this even more. Is this my mana? And now I can see things are actually accumulating in the chest, and I can shift click them into my inventory. I don't know how much I will need. You can see there's a magical way of transporting. These little hands are grippers and they work as inserters basically. Okay, I can see the mana flare. Is this reducing? I think it is moving slowly to the left. That's good to know. Total consumed. That somehow alternates between 70 and 120. Is that the power that the system uses and the grippers are maybe using power? Would be nice to see how much they are using. But now you can see the alt mode in action. I can show what is in the chests and what these grindstones are making. But sadly I cannot see what these things are in this interface. Control click actually does work, so even more good Factorio hotkeys that they implemented. Splendid. Mana Flare is a temporary but useful solution. Perhaps it's time to teach you to weave energy through life structures. I'm eager to... Okay, are you? I guess things might go south from here. No. The flow of elements is unraveling. I must contain the breaches. Entropy is piercing through. You can't stop it alone. No, you must go through. The planes remain stable on the other side. The flow of elements must be reignited before this world shatters. And you? I'll hold the line here. Yeah, the life plane bridge is traversable for now. This task falls to you. Looks very green on the other side. The passage is open. Returning to this plane is not possible until the portal is restored from the other side. I understand. So there's this person with the white hood. I guess we all have this black shape, skin, color, whatever. Don't know if we are just like souls or actual physical matter. Your training may be incomplete, but your talent is undeniable. Begin with salt and the elements will reveal themselves to you. I am ready. The closer I go to the portal, the more it shows me. That's interesting. Can I go in here? Okay, apparently that sucks, my life. I will try to go around. Just for fun. I want to explore what the game does and what it doesn't allow me to do. So I can go through to the other side or from the other side. I can also go shortly through these areas. I can go back apparently, but maybe not for long. Okay, harvest. I can harvest these flowers or whatever. Mode of water. What is this? Tree of life. Harvest for mode of life. I find it really interesting that there is this game that combines magic with factories. And apparently this is spreading a bit. The barest modes of life, water and earth, can be found in the plane of life. Harvest modes from your surroundings. I did that apparently. Salt and ether. Yeah, I wonder how far I have to go or how quickly this spreads. Open the inventory with E. I just remembered that I don't have to have all 3 elements to craft life and salt, or ether and salt. I only have to have 1 of them. So 5 ether or 5 salt, I guess both. And I am using up mana to craft things apparently. I'll have to get 1 more or yeah, I guess more life stuff from the trees. Maybe also these plants. There are different kinds of plants. I wonder if they yield different kinds of motes. I guess the bigger the plant, the more motes I get. Mode of earth, if I harvest stones. So need to craft one more mode of ether. Or one more ether, I guess. Now I get the grindstone and the collector. I guess you could call that a mining drill and a furnace. Salt can be shaped into structures that gather and refine motes for you, but they need power. Craft a simple collector. Cast mana flare next to a simple collector to give it power. And craft a grindstone. And then I unlock the pedestal and infusion altar. Wonder whether this is spreading even further. Just by zooming in I can't really see whether it is spreading or not. Oops, that's the escape menu. I might just save the game just in case. You know me, I'm doing things the safe way. I guess first 001, because it's the first playthrough and it's the first save in that playthrough. Anyway, I will just harvest a bit more to... Okay, maybe I will try to do things on the bottom right edge of this. There's a G to show the grid. It's just a local grid, I guess, or around the mouse. First I thought it's around the player. Anyway, I will try to make a simple collector. And it is doing the intermediates there. And there is the inventory to be able to click it open. It's nice that they really copied much of the Factorio interface. It's a bit weird that they use this key, and I think that's some kind of apostrophe on my keyboard, or yeah, it might be, or some accent. I will make a grindstone as well. That requires more ether, whatever. Both of these things require ether. So if you didn't know, this is a factory game and it is based on hexagonal tiles and magic. I don't really know much more. Not sure how much further this goes or how advanced it will be eventually. Would also be interesting to have a hexagonal Factorio eventually. So I will place a thing. I guess the mining area is one radius bigger than the actual building. So it is red if it's not placed at least a bit on that thing. There's a yellow area. I don't know if it means that it's the output. Let's just power this. I don't know if I always have to power it there or if it doesn't matter where exactly I power it. I want to click this, yeah, and I can see I get these modes of life there. Would be nice to know how many I can store in that miner itself. I can control click together. Let's just now put the grindstone down. I wonder if it directly can put things in there. Maybe it just needs to be next to it to be powered. I don't really know. Let's just put that there, and I will get ether from that. So I can now automatically get ether, I don't have to craft that myself. And I guess this is kind of a death effect or whatever. I don't know if I should try out to die there. Possibly not. I guess these plants and rocks are sort of the plants and rocks I would gather in Factorio at the start to get my basic wood and stone and coal. I guess this is water. The element of water. I wonder what this is. Is this just cloud shadows? There's this grayish shape over the grass. I don't know if it's out of the grass texture. There are definitely clouds. Anyway, infusion altars gather ingredients from linked pedestals. Use ingredients to research their potential. Craft an infusion altar, craft at least 2 pedestals. Use ether and salt prism in an infusion altar. I wonder if infusion altars are basically like assembling machines. That's what I get for clicking on that question mark. I guess it only gives me the tooltip for the life bloom in the background and not for the actual tasks that I have to do. Artifice or artifice, I don't know what the exact correct word is. I should be getting ether from there. I can get half of that. Anyway, 2 pedestals. And now I need to fuse ether and salt prism in an infusion altar. Production. I don't know if I can make more grindstones or if I even should. Required ingredients. Oh, that is for the grindstone, of course it is. And this is basically the recipes that it can do. It can also make pedestals. The grindstone can make pedestals, so I can automate that. Don't have to handcraft that, but also handcrafting can be easier than first setting up something. This is the infusion altar. Uses reagents to further your understanding of their potential. Pedestals. Don't know where exactly I need to place them. I would assume that it is on these on this area that is further away, further than 1 block. Okay, what do you want? There's no power. Ether and salt prism. I think I might make another grindstone. Can I automate grindstone and grindstone? I could. I guess that might be something that I will do, but I guess my first other grindstone will be crafted manually. And that uses up mana. Or whatever that is. And rotate things with R. But of course there's different dimensions to rotation in a hexagonal world. So this will make salt prisms. Do I also need to make salt first, maybe? Okay, I can basically do that. I guess I also need to power this. So what I might do is just take that apart again, put that there where it has power. Do that again. And it just only uses up one thing at a time, so it uses either blue or yellow. I guess I might have to actually learn the names of these, water and earth. I think I will make another collector and another grindstone, and I will try to find another area where I can mine. I guess the blue in the top right was of interest to me. There I might get that stuff. So I guess I will power this. Not sure if I always have to click the same place there. And this will it just automatically make something? I guess I have to set the ingredients. And this doesn't move automatically, or does it? I'm not sure how that would work. I might have to walk quite far if I want to get there. And there's of course the yellow stuff, which I might also eventually mine. I guess I have to actually put in the green stuff to get something out, but I will keep some for myself. I might produce salt prisms here. And now I just have to get the salt. Hello, Ashley Parker. The day is going fine. Hope your day is going fine as well. Just trying out this new game for me. It is a lot like Factorio. Okay, I can see how much power there still is left. And how much water there is still left in this area that is being mined. I wish I could see how much water is in each hex. I don't really have much of a stream schedule. Usually I stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but that can vary a lot. I wonder why control clicking doesn't work. But yeah, not everything is consistent with Factorio here. I have to go down again to deposit the salt to make more of the salt. tetrahedrons or pyramids, I don't know what they are called. Called prisms. And now they always have to have both of these ingredients to actually craft something. I might make more grindstones. What is this now? Mana flares can be recharged in place. Is this the problem? I guess, yeah. I guess this might continually charge this up. I'm not sure how long I will stream, probably a few hours. I might be here at midnight. I'm in Germany, so I don't know where midnight would be for you. Okay, I did get some salt prisms. 31, that's already quite good. I need to manually move things around. I do have some follower emotes, I guess you can see them. But maybe there are no basic emotes. But I don't really care for subs, as you can see in my description below. I don't really care for money, I don't really care for this Twitch professionalism. And yes, I do have these redeems that are growing. Thank you for being first. So I need to throw more stuff in there, and I need to make more grindstones. I wonder if this will still be powered. No, it wouldn't be. So I will rotate this and also use the energy that I can get from there. I guess the more stuff I place there, the faster the energy will dissipate. What kind of ideas do you have? Oh, I guess I can just click that a couple of times and then I will just get the things crafted. Maybe I don't actually need that many. So I'll just take half of that away. Maybe I don't need that many. Okay, Aether and Salt Prism in the Infusion Altar. Maybe I already did too much. Salt Prisms. What? Just one? That's a bit not much. Just hovering there. And Aether. Then I need to power this somehow. How do I power this? I guess there. And now this is being transported. Infusion research unlocked. Name. Don't really know how this works. I guess I'm hearing some birds outside and not in the game. Yeah, you can try to share things with me on Discord. I guess that is a good way to discuss things. I don't know if that research just worked or did anything. I might just... okay. T. This is the research tree. There's the underground slab. There's the salt sanctuary. And there's simple logistics, which I might do. And I will get the simple chest recipe. I wonder how exactly I make a tinker's table. Do I still need to unlock that? I wonder what these 6 elements are for. Maybe they are filters for later. Anyway, I guess I will have to do one more of these. Okay. Simple logistics. I don't know why it basically forces me to do these things. Okay, I need to research even more to make a tinker's table. And I just needed to click once, not even confirm. I need to get up to 30 research points. Or whatever they are called. This blue and orange seems a bit like Portal. For some reason your Discord account gets shown to me as spam. I don't know if that is the case. I might just accept. Anyway, I will make simple grippers, logistics, and chests. They need quite a bit of ingredients. I wonder whether I should automate the production of pedestals. Okay, pedestals are up there, just salt prisms and salt. I need more salt, I guess. Salt is up there. I have to definitely automate the stuff up here a bit more. It also ran out of power. guess I ran through. Yes, I need to go up here and just insert stuff. Alt. Yeah, I have added you, or yeah, I have accepted the DM request and now I have added you, okay. There were two different actions, I guess. I don't really use Instagram. But also any kind of communication on Discord is something I will look at after the stream. Don't really want to interrupt my stream too much for that. So, grindstone. That's already there. Yeah, that was the grindstone factory. Pedestal. I have 8 pedestals. I think that's enough for now. For the start. I need to definitely get some inserters going. And chests, maybe that should be enough for now. And this needs to be... Wait, the salt? I need salt prisms there. And I don't... No, I need salt to make salt prisms. That's the thing. Of course, you can already write to me anything you want on Discord, and I will check all of that later then. I wonder whether that would work, whether I could just place the simple gripper. No, not like this. I need to alter the position, so I guess I can't alter where the gripper does things. Can't move this around. But yeah, I might just take everything out of there. And then I need to replace that grindstone. I think that would be good. I wonder what the ratios are. I guess it's just a simple 1-to-1 ratio. It doesn't really show the time that it takes. Or does it? Anyway, I will be throwing these things into a chest. And now I can basically go away and let this do its thing. I can charge this up a bit more. It's funny how it outlines the hexagon that I'm working on. And this is out of power again. Can I see? Oh yes, there I can see the power. Hello Kana, thank you for lurking. And redeeming second and making me drown myself with water. I hope you have a good enough day. But yeah, you will lurk probably and not notice much of what I do. I need to put an inserter here as well. And I need to complain that control clicking doesn't work on that inventory. Which is kind of unintuitive if you copy everything that Factorio does, except for that one thing. Wait. Why are you doing that? I think the outputs also depend heavily on the ingredients. So it basically automatically chooses the process. Wait. That. I have to move all of this around, I guess. I can't have it like this forever. This is not future-proof. Especially since I need to eventually move the miner. That's a minor issue. I do still have enough inserters. I wonder where I will power this. Is this not powered? Why is this not powered? I guess I have to power this in multiple locations. Maybe there's a way to do this better. Anyway, wait, I guess I don't even need pedestals there. That is being done automatically, I think. Just have to place things on these pedestals. And now there are 2 mana flares. I just have to add some chests. But also, maybe I can do that in a more compact way. I have to investigate that. So Shift R is basically rotating the other way around. And then I need to power this again. I don't know if I can destroy that power source. I don't think that would give me anything, but anyway. Now I want to know whether this power dissipates even without the inserters doing anything. It shows that it has power probably, but it doesn't really allow me to do anything or to see how much power is used. Now it would be nice to know exactly where. I guess I could show the grid. And then I need to remember what this needs. Salt prism. Have a simple collector output directly into a grindstone. So I guess there is an output tile. I just need to use that properly. How do I get rid of that? I guess just by clicking the X. I don't know if there's any other hotkeys to remove these kinds of tooltip windows. Let me try that. So, yeah, if there's no key to remove these overlays, then I'm always a bit annoyed. Because you could have had that and then you didn't. Does that do anything? Is there something wrong? Okay, I need different kinds of ingredients for that kind of research. So apparently I need... There's no choice in this research tree, it's just basically I have to go here and later I can go the other ways. It's a bit unnecessary to do it this way if things depend on that anyway. But yeah, I need salt prisms rather than salt, I guess. I hope that's correct. Yeah, salt prism and ether. I do have some salt prisms, I just need to put them there, and I could have read that there, but I don't really care much for reading. So apparently now I'm working on this next kind of research. These slabs, which are basically transport belts. Shifting slab transports items effortlessly along its track. And I have unlocked them now. And the other one is basically the same ingredients, so that will be done in no time. However, yeah, I need to actually place a grinder or a grindstone directly there. However, there's the mana thing, so I will remove that. I didn't really know that it would block that. I thought maybe I had to click there to get the mana. Anyway, let's power this again. And now I'm auto-magically crafting ether. I can now make a tinker table soon, I thought, but maybe I didn't quite build everything yet. I might automate shifting slabs soon. And I will go up to do my last manual gathering run for these salts. And to power this, I guess it is powered again. I should eventually also mine directly into this grindstone, but for now it doesn't really matter. Okay. I think I just want another grindstone. Possibly there. And another inserter. I will just call them by the Factorio name. Is anything made of only ether? I don't think so. So I need to basically send over chests. It is nice that it allows me to craft things that are in the hotbar, or that were in the hotbar. It knows what shall be there, so it will just allow me to craft those things. It's quite a nice feature. Can I somehow power this? No. I guess I have to be in the correct mode. Yes, there will be another inserter. Maybe not exactly there, but there instead. And then this just needs salt. I have collected quite a lot of salt already. Might just use it. I don't think the grindstones themselves have an output slot. And I might just output that into that chest. Now I have auto-magical salt crystal production. Don't know about the ratios, whether I might get enough of these ether things. So apparently I can make shifting slabs manually, and there it actually shows how long it takes. Is it 1 second? Does it mean... I don't know what these 4 interactions mean. Can it transport 4 items per second? Maybe. Need to actually click on that to unlock it. And interestingly, this is actually a place to walk around, and I haven't really realized that before. Crossing salt slab chains would be much easier if I could just go underneath, or above would also be a way, I guess, but not in this game. Paths will make this place feel less like a ruin. Your lights wouldn't hurt either. Is this just... statics, or is this something else? Or does it mean the salt slabs? Anyway. Now I can actually see that these are spheres that are having mana flare. And the sphere is filling up. I will try to fill up all of these spheres now that I know how they are to be interpreted. So apparently I need to make a Tinker's table, and I guess I need 6 shifting slabs to even make that. So I have to be able to make these slabs inside of my own inventory. So what will that be now? Shifting slab. That is what I want to have. Tinker's table might be sort of advanced crafting machines, better than grinders. Interesting that they all have 6 different recipes. Maybe that has to do with the hex style of the game. I guess I will not automatically craft these. At least not yet. Use a simple gripper to place an item onto a shifting slab. I guess that is what I will do. But further up on the water mine, I guess I can rebuild that now completely. Okay, yes, I forgot that I needed to place down the mining thing, collector. Okay, and then directly next to it I will have a grindstone. And then I'll try building a belt. So there's freeform and there's locked. Good. I myself can't be moved by that. However, I will remove all of that again, or at least that's what I thought. Yeah, I will still remove them. I think there's a better way to place them. I want to have the energy ball right there to power multiple things. Especially this inserter. And then I can have that move down. It's really interesting how that moves and how that then moves on the belt. I need to craft more of these slabs, apparently. Research elemental binder. Okay, that's behind the underground slab, so I don't know if I can. Anyway. That's basically more power at the same time. I think ether will still be produced. I hope. It will just not be thrown in here, potentially, if that's already full enough. I don't know if there's a sort of maximum that can be inserted via grippers. Let's get some of these salt things. Salt prisms. It's a light sentence, you will go to prison. I guess I need to make these things. They need to go here. Do I need more pedestals? I need ether and salt prism. I guess there's ether. Might put in more. I might have to build another pedestal. Okay. That will be these things. But then I have to remember that I actually need to put an inserter there. And a chest. And I need to power this as well. guess I will just leave this running. While I take a little break.